What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Q the Flu, back in the building with a quick review. Yo man, I got something special today for y'all. Not many of these on the nets, but you saw the thumbnail. We got the New Balance Joe Freshgoods 650. That's Stuntman, aka the made for a very special person New Balance 650s, man. And you know, I really wanted this shoe. If you follow me on IG, you know, being a Chicago kid, I mean, how could you have it any kind of way? The 650 might be probably my favorite New Balance silhouette. I'm not gonna lie, being from Chicago, you know, growing up wearing Jordans and a lot of, you know, Air Force Ones and things of that nature, I tend to lean towards the slimmer, you know, less chunky silhouettes, man. And the moment I saw like the mid-cut version of, you know, the 550 or the 650, you know, since I've seen that paired with AM, Leon Dior, however they pronounce their name, I've always loved that shoe. Pretty difficult to get that shoe with their collaborations, at least retail, you know, the first time around. But I was super excited to see that, you know, Joe, you know, was going to, you know, do a collab on probably my favorite silhouette, you know. And you know, I have many videos reviewing Joe Freshgoods shoes and events, and you know I support the home team. And so, you know, I know there are a few, you know, kind of reviews on this particular pair out there. Shout out to Foma Simpson, shout out to the homeboy Kari. Sneaker Fetish, you know, did a lot of great work with the story behind it, as you know, inspired by a 1984 article in the Times magazine, you know, with Michael Jordan kind of debuting the Jumpman, you know, pose before, you know, he would eventually sign with Nike and Jordan brand and repurpose that pose for his eventual logo. You know, dope to kind of take those small nuggets of, you know, history and just really be inspired for it, you know, across different brands. And, you know, with that inspiration, you have this guy. You got that eggshell white, you know, soft tumble leather going around the toe box, the heel counter, and some elements and some pieces of the mid panel here. We got the suede, the short hair suede going around that thing. Very nice. Definitely a shorter hair suede on the end, you know, a New Balance. And then of course, you know, he's topped us off, you know, with that long hair suede going around the back, you know, really dope. You see the hang tag, you know, just to kind of make you feel special, especially with a 1 of 500 release pair. You know, that sample tag right there, just the little details, which, you know, Joe has been, you know, known for, you know, throughout all of his collaborations. You know, my particular pair, as you know, these were 1 of 500, you know, is 485, you know, out of 500. And of course, you know, I wear that size 13. The packaging was extremely dope. You haven't seen now, very retro looking old school box. Colorway matching, you know, the eggshell color on the shoe itself. With sizing for athletes, I'm curious of what that actually like mean. You know, when I see that, the first thing that comes to mind is like the, you know, the wide foot, you know, sizing. So, you know, for, you know, and so maybe that's not it, you know, but I definitely thought that was interesting. Of course, you got the 1984 inside of the box, you know, kind of highlighting the Time magazine article in the year that he was seen. You have the dual branding tissue paper here, JFG, Joe Freshgoods and New Balance, which is how you know this was a special shoe specifically made for, you know, the purposes intended. You know, just a small little, you know, kind of mixtape release. And, you know, while a lot of people out there are hating on this particular shoe, I really love it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely saw, you know, a few people hating on it, but, you know, to me, I thought it was dope to get a clean colorway from Joe Freshgoods. As you know, he's known for, you know, the crazy pastel pinks and the, you know, the vibrant red that was on that 992, and, you know, just all of the, you know, he does a lot with his color in the color in the collaborations with the color palettes. So to get like, sort of, muted colorway, like more streamlined and focused, colorway is extremely dope. I kind of see it as a palette cleanser. A Joe Fresh good that you can wear with anything, in any way that you choose. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of all-purpose daily joint. What's the hate about that? Knowing that, he does his thing on the color. Didn't really understand that one. Love it. Palette cleanser. Sometimes you need that. It's like going in a department store smelling a bunch of colognes, and then, after a certain while, they all smell the same until you get that coffee bean and reset your nose, man. Sometimes you got to reset your nose. You know what I'm saying? That's what this does for me. And, actually excited to see what comes next. Y'all see the bag. You know what I'm saying? What if the story was different, Can't imagine Mike out here, dunking on fools and a New Balance. I think, as great of a player as he was just kind of destined to, have his own like legacy in the up and coming, relatively obscure brand back in those times. But it's definitely cool that, it would be a Chicago guy that is known for, kind of finessing and bootlegging things to really take a chance and do something as daring as associating, probably the most famous athlete at another brand with a New Balance shoe. Super, super awesome. Definitely love these. Maybe I'll do it on feet, maybe I won't. But, I thought it was important to really, really highlight this shoe just from the regular, everyday sneakerhead perspective. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, paid to do this. I ain't no big, influencer or anything like that, man. I'm just like y'all. And, I paid for the shoe. Shout out to Joe Fresh Goods for, giving me the personal opportunity to actually purchase this all the way from Atlanta. Just knowing how much love I got for my city of Chicago. And there was no way I was gonna be there in person to cop a pair of these in person. And so, it just shows what type of guy that guy is. It's the home team, man. But, these are dope, man. Y'all let me know in the comments below, honest thoughts, man. How do y'all really, really feel about these? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about them. I want to hear your thoughts about them. And, when I get cool stuff like this, I'm going to bring it to you. As we proceed to give you what you need, like, comment, subscribe, the vibes. We got this New Balance 650 in the building. Oh yeah, don't forget about them extra laces too. Those are probably definitely going in. And like that, we out. Peace.